U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And able to get this out to the 25. Lawrence going to put it up right away. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It's zone defense right away here defensively. And I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. This one swung out here to Jones. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he will have a Vikings first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Here's McCarthy. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. This one caught. It's the tight end Hackinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. McCarthy off the play fake. Touchdown, Vikings! Jalen Naylor, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Okay. Huh? Okay.
7-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Here's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 71 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. On play action, McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And out across midfield down to the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On play action, now McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. This is caught by Addison. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
7-7, our score after 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now McCarthy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
That's another Vikings first down.
Now Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Jaguars...
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. They'll get this out to Tootin. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man right side, Myers. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
But to throw again is Lawrence. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jonathan Grenard. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
I got him.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get the field goal range. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. That's complete. He's got Tootin. 3rd and 9 here.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
On play action, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. That's complete to the rookie from Colorado. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Open man. He's got Jefferson across the formation. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Sticking with a pass. Here's McCarthy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive.
All right, partner, get that disapproval. Look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Jaguars, 1st down. A gain of 15.
Now Lawrence. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They go play action with Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunter. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, Suckles, here we go.
A fake on the jet sweep. Now Lawrence all play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
On play action, McCarthy. And this one too low.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. McCarthy off the play fake. He's going to get that. Jones hit and the ball's out. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the